My music is not working right now.
Tech is teching.
I'm pressing play. If you have a song you would like to play, please.
What you was
What's
about
up,
to
K Dot?
play?
King Trinata.
K Tronada
And
is your bag. That's your
come
bag.
on, that really is my bag. I'm heavy on K Trinata's bag. My bag.
K
I love
Tronada
K Trinata.
is your bag. That's a fact.
But it's not playing. I don't know what's going on.
What up, K Dot?
Good. Thank you for tapping in with us. Def Cathy, what's going on?
Cage's Club in the building. What's up? Kathy, how are you?
Let me see if this guy left to play it. Oh man.
Nah, it's not letting you rock.
I don't know why though. It's crazy. But anyway, thank y'all for tapping in. It says there's a temporary problem completing your request right now. So I guess I'm not meant to play no music today. I'm gonna just take it like that. But just know that the request was a K Tronada song. But yeah, like I guess we get right to it.
We getting right to it. Do you know this is episode 40?
Which is crazy.
Do y'all know we've been doing this for a year straight? Like next week is our anniversary for 1 year.
It's our anniversary.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been a year.
Definitely does not.
It doesn't.
But I'm just hyped we stay consistent and
and it's fun. Like not for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, tapping in with the community. Like
always.
It's just been fun. So
always. But as always, we can't get the music popping, so we're just gonna get into it. Welcome to the 21 Titles Weekly Recap. This is episode 40. Just to give y'all some context, I am Brittany Wallace, aka Wellness Brit. This is my co-host, as always, the lovely
Shante. How y'all doing?
And we do these weekly recaps every Sunday because 21 Titles is essentially a consultancy firm that's looking to empower and kind of foster the next generation into the realm of the business of sports, essentially. We come from neighborhoods where we know how to play. We know what to do. We know what to do on the court. It's usually the stuff off the court that, we're really not in the know about. So me and Shante wanted to just provide some context to the community. And we do this with our weekly recap. So we're former basketball players. So we usually highlight women's basketball, but we really kind of cover all women's sports in general because women's sports is just phenomenal and it's on the crescendo right now. We also hit on NIL, which is name, image, and likeness, because kids are now able to monetize themselves, which we wish we had an opportunity to do when we were in college and in high school. So we love to keep the community in the know about all the things surrounding that atmosphere. We also talk about tech because me and Shante are big blockchain enthusiasts, and we think blockchain is really the future of everything. It's going to disrupt every industry we know possible, and we're kind of early here, so we want to keep y'all on y'all tiptoes about that. And lastly, because we're just hip, we like to do the business of culture, right?
We are the culture.
Come
so
on.
We talk about culture. That's what we talk about.
Here we go. So yeah, let's get into it. Look at this. I told Shante thinks Caitlin Clark is it, right?
Yeah,
like,
let me be clear. She is it.
She's
I
it.
watched that girl. I watched literally all season.
Right.
Just about all night.
Right. Not saying that she's not it,
Yeah.
Okay, but
this is Brittany's girl right here.
Paige,
Yeah,
Paige from UConn has been cleared to come back. Last year, we know she tore her ACL, so basically, UConn was struggling. They were struggling without her. They made some strides, but really, she's like the backbone of UConn. Her and AZ Fudd, I'm gonna say. Like, UConn had a lot of injuries last year, which was kind of impeding on, them doing what they usually do. But Paige is back. I'm happy to see that she is cleared to fully come back and, do what she needs to do. Now, look, I told Shantae, told her, Caitlyn is it, but Paige is it.
No, I believe you. Like, I believe what you're saying. I just got to see it.
Yes,
I know how I feel to come back from an ACL injury. I tore my ACL in my junior year of college. It's no joke. So I'm sure that she was out the whole season, so she had time to get right.
Correct.
And get that knee right. So, and she's still super young. So
right.
Listen, I believe everything you're saying. I just want to see how she's about to come this up and coming year. Like her and her, I guess I don't know if they're best friends, but like she's always been AZ, but
I mean they got a podcast together. They, they
do everything as a duo.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the NIL ventures together as well. So I'm more interested in seeing how they connect on the court. There's already a connection off the court with them. We've seen them do countless TikToks together.
Yes.
They're always doing stuff together. But I'm looking forward to watching Paige. I'm looking forward to watching Paige and seeing her and seeing how she does on the court. I haven't seen any of her highlights. Brittany has talked about how she has watched Paige's highlights, how she's a killer, basically. Like,
she's a killer. She's a killer.
So like we always talk about, it's gonna be a spicy college season, and I am overly excited.
I'm here
to see her and these other young women duke it out. So happy that she got cleared.
Yeah. We about to.
But yeah, Brittany be going. Listen, Brittany be advocating for Paige.
Cause I done seen her, like she got it. Like, you know how you could just watch somebody and be like, yeah, they're a ball player. Like that's Paige. So I'm really looking forward to her comeback this year. I know she's happy that she's cleared because, anybody who loves basketball and you've been away from basketball for an extended period of time, like when you get the go to come back, you're gonna go hard. So I'm excited to see her do her thing. So shout out to Paige Buckers and UConn. Even though I hate UConn, but I'm rooting for Paige. So and I'm rooting for AZ because she wear 35. So like that's.
I forgot she does.
That's okay.
She does wear 35. So I see what she's doing.
So let's be clear. But moving along, this was a very spicy topic. If any of y'all get a chance, please go check out Liz Cambridge's interview she did with Taylor Rooks.
I gotta watch it still. I'm not gonna hold you. I told Brittany I was gonna try to watch it.
I mean, it's a pretty long interview. It's about 90 minutes. So, she's just airing out grievances that she's had from, not being paid enough in the WNBA to having really crappy teammates to being lied to by teams and being promised stuff and promises not being fulfilled. So it's a lot going on in the interview. And some of the stuff I can see why she kind of doesn't want to play in the WNBA. I mean, just as an example, she said that she played in the the W for 6 years, and over that 6 years, she made $900K, and she basically said, "I made $900K in 1 year playing in China." So, like,
no, I get that. Like,
yeah,
we talk. I mean, we're not gonna get into it. We talk about the W all the time and how these women deserve a larger pay, right? Beyond just a larger pay, just
for sure.
Bigger cuts, like at the end of the season, like payouts. We talk about that all the time. But I also, since I didn't watch the interview, which I will, I have intentions of doing, I did read a few articles. And it's very much, now we covered Kennedy Carter.
Right.
A couple weeks ago.
Right.
On the 9450 podcast. If you haven't listened to that, you need to go check it out. We did a deep dive on Kennedy Carter, who also played Sparks. Got drafted, I believe, in 2020, excuse me, in 2020, and jumped around. In her short stint in the W for 2-3 years, she jumped around, and now she no longer plays in the WNBA. She's playing overseas for right now because of character issues. That's the term that was being thrown around. Character issues, not getting along with teammates, being, let's just say, overly competitive, even though, we welcome competitiveness. There's levels to everything. And there's also levels to competitiveness. And so she was beefing with her teammates, allegedly. And, that got her booted from the WNBA for a little bit. And nothing. After reading a couple articles, it seems like Liz Cambridge is kind of going through something similar.
Yes.
She hasn't really stayed on a team for more than a season. That's questionable. And that includes both in the W and overseas. She has not played on a team for more than a season. Now, granted, on the other side of that, you could say that there's other players that have done similar things, like Candace Parker, where, she too has jumped around. But she hasn't had negative press, and
right.
She hasn't had, there hasn't been like a roaring of negative feedback from her teammates and teams or, franchises.
Yeah.
As it is with Liz. So now I'm wondering, like, Liz, is you the problem?
Right.
Like, I'm like, Liz, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, we don't know. I saw Brittany was keeping me in the loop for a couple of days last week. That's what was going on with the Taylor Brooks interview, and then what the Nigerian national team had to say. Footage came back out from 2021 where Liz got decked. Let's just call it what it is. She got snuck.
Yeah.
Somebody's, hit her. She's claiming that she was obviously assaulted.
Yeah.
But
I mean, look here. We could say, yeah. I mean, the curious mind, right? Like we don't know if it's character issues, if it's her being she just has a dominant personality too, like so.
She does. Kennedy.
Like Kennedy, right?
Kennedy also had a very dominant personality.
Right. Alpha females.
Yeah, very much given like I said what I said.
Right.
Like I said what I said, and
what y'all gonna do about it?
Yeah, and so I don't know. I guess more will be revealed. I am looking forward to listening to the interview. I know that she did have some back and forth with, who was it? Jordan Canada?
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she was probably talking about her when she was giving an interview with Taylor Rooks. She said a few of her teammates didn't like her. They would kick her packages when her packages would get delivered to to the gym. Like it was just really toxic. It was really toxic behavior. So I'm interested to see how more stuff gets revealed over time and to see just who. I mean, there's three sides to the story. There's your side, their side, and the truth. So yeah, watch that interview and give us your thoughts on which I feel. Some people were commenting, they were like, it looks like Liz Cambridge is a terrible teammate. I'm just like,
I mean, I'm just reading again, just reading comments what other teammates have said about her, and the feedback is very much given like, is you the problem, Liz? I don't know. Like, won't be revealed, but it's just interesting. We just covered Kennedy Carter. Yeah, Carter last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's just similar conversations. But we'll see how that goes. And let us know your thoughts.
And I mean, also too, she's really good. Like this, she's. I think she still holds the record for the most points scored in a WNBA game. I think she scored like 53.
That was good. She's mad big.
Yeah. You really want to tussle with a 6'9"? 6'9" center? Nah, I'm not trying to get elbowed. So check us out. Leave us your feedback on what you think. Is Liz the toxic one, or is it the other people? Like what? Or is it the circumstances that we want to know your thoughts? Okay. Moving along. Wanted to give a major shout out and congratulations to Chanae Jones, founder of Grow Our Game. She this weekend did a back-to-back.
Yeah.
They won her and the Gersh basketball girls team won their championship at New York versus New York this weekend. So yeah, I mean, they played against who? Uptown Challenge?
Yes. And I think it was a close game. I think they won by less than 10 points or something like that.
Okay.
But, to win back-to-back, it's a beautiful thing. Shouts to Chanae.
Yeah.
The bright lights is on.
I'm going to say Chanae, she the coach of the summer right now. Like, she been doing a lot with Grow Our Game. Like, she's expanded Grow Our Game to Queens now. Like, she got Queens, Harlem, and Brooklyn locked down. This is a free program for your daughter to go to and learn how to play basketball. They go on all these different trips. She invited me to go to the Spider-Verse movie premiere. I went with my son and it was phenomenal. Like, we got first class, just service, everything. Okay, free snacks, all of this stuff. Like, it was really berserk, and she does this all the time. Like, they get to go on these wonderful experiences, and she's just kind of cultivating a community for young ladies. So shout out to Coach Jones. And if you ever see Coach Jones coach, like, let's talk about intensity. Like, she's gonna bring the energy, like, she's exactly what you would want in a coach. She cares. She's gonna tell you if you're doing something wrong and help you correct it. So, it's community.
It's a perfect match.
Yeah. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy for the girls. One of the girls actually committed to a school on spot after the game. I forget her name, but she's going to UMass. So shout out to Samara. Samara Marsh, you got one coming to UMass because she's.
And I'm trying to go to some games.
Right, Samara.
Hootie hoo! I'm gonna be keeping an eye on UMass. What age group does she have, Brittany? She has as early as like 6.
Yeah, 6 years old, all the way to I believe 14. So she got like 3 different groups of girls. So Go follow
And
Grow
she
Our
does a great
Game.
job.
Does a great
She does
job.
a great job with them and
Great job.
teaching them like the essentials and the basics,
Fundamentals.
things. The fundamentals of basketball.
Yeah.
While also creating a community and sisterhood
Yeah.
among the girls very early on. Having a lot of parent participation is also really important.
Correct.
For her and for them. So she definitely keeps the parents involved, and that makes for a stronger community.
Absolutely.
What's her tag? I got you. Yeah,
Grow Our Game. Yeah. Shanta is gonna put it in the chat. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Coach Jones. She the one, not the two. Okay.
Right. Let me put this.
Yeah.
I forgot to put this. I'm bugging today. Come on, y'all. No problem,
yeah,
Dave.
you fine.
No problem, Dave.
Yeah, so New York versus New York. Yeah, that was a great. I think this is year 5 for them. They've been doing a phenomenal
Which
job.
is crazy.
I know it's like 5 years.
They just started it.
Right.
And, it has grown tremendously on both the men's side and the women's side.
Mm-hmm.
These players and the amount of like celebrities and actual professional players come out and watch these games are crazy. They're coming to watch these young men and women play at a high level. The cameras are on, the lights are on, everybody is outside. It is the definition of New York City summer basketball.
That's a fact. And it's getting streamed.
It's getting streamed. Definitely check it out. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the games this summer.
Lot going on.
Fast. Yeah, some of them got so fast, but like, it's one of the premier. It's one of the premier tournaments of the summer, every summer. So, Trust New York versus New York. Keep it going.
We look forward to going next year.
Yes, for sure.
Next year, but. Moving along, this is very sad news. Our World Cup, we're no longer in the runnings. Our U.S. women's national soccer team lost to Sweden last week on penalty kicks. It was very heartbreaking for me to watch because I was very anxious watching because for 120 minutes, no one scored a goal. Okay, like it was 90 minutes regulation, and then they got 2 15-minute halves, and nobody scored. And the crazy thing is because everybody kept saying, if this goes to penalty kicks, we're going to be nervous. We don't want to go into penalty kicks, and that's exactly what it went down to. And the crazy thing is, it's like the veterans are the one that missed the penalty kicks. So Megan Rapinoe missed. What's her name? Kelly O'Hara missed. It was all the young girls that made their penalty kicks and all the old heads that missed. And I was tight. I'm gonna be very honest. I was very tight because the goalie almost saved the goal. But if you look at the technology that they have, the ball actually went over the line. So it was really heartbreaking. So yeah, we're out of the mix here. Sweden is actually headed to the quarterfinals.
It's getting crazy. And then I saw the backlash.
Yeah, a lot of backlash. A lot of backlash.
Talking from other teams. I guess like when you're the dominant team, obviously for so many years, people are waiting for you to fall. I mean, it's the same.
That's a fact.
I know you hate UConn, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The tables have now turned. Other people are now catching up, and they will wait for you to fall. And once the U.S. national team fell, everybody was talking. The Netherlands, somebody from the Netherlands was like, I was like, good. I was happy to see them go home.
Oh yeah.
He was talking crazy.
I think that was Beristain. She was like, cause y'all been talking since the beginning, talking about the final, and y'all didn't even make it past.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
So it was a lot of spicy talk. A lot of spicy talk after they lost. But hey, the Netherlands just lost. Y'all lost to Spain, bro. They just lost to Spain. Yeah. They're a good team. They're a good team, but they just lost to Spain. Espanyol. Okay, so Beristain, what you talking? Okay, but look, I don't want no beef. I mean, you were a spectator. You for real. So and also too, I told you I was scared because going into this World Cup, because we have 14 new players on the team. 14. I believe the roster is 22 deep. Okay. So 14 girls in their first World Cup, it was a lot of anxiety. Like we barely made it to the round of 16, okay? Like barely. Okay? So yeah, I mean it's next time, right? We gotta get better. We gotta come back to the drawing board and figure some stuff out. But the US is still. I wonder what number they're gonna become now, since they're not gonna win the World Cup. Because they were number one in the nation, in the world. And yeah, so yeah, our ladies lost. So just wanted to throw that out there. We lost. Yeah, Hall of Fame. So we've been talking about D Wade. Obviously, where we talked about how D Wade is about to become one of the owners of the Chicago Sky. He's coming in to invest into women's sports. So he's entering the Basketball Hall of Fame, and I think it's just due. It's well deserved. 16 seasons, right?
Yeah.
16 seasons. Won 3 titles in Miami. Made 13 All-Star appearances. That's a lot. Okay. Was named All-NBA 8 times. All-Defensive 3 times. Won a gold medal in the 2008 Olympics. And I did not know this, but he became the Heat's all-time leader in points, assists, steals, and games played. That's pretty impressive.
That is very impressive. 16 seasons, it went fast. Marquette alum.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he, went through some struggles. He mentioned having a baby early on.
Yep.
In college. And, a lot of people was like, Marquette's not like a blue chip school. But they didn't know how he was necessarily going to perform.
Right.
But he showed up.
No, he sure did. And just to let y'all know, one of my brother's first college games was against D Wade. And D Wade showed up that day. I remember because my brother got blocked by him, and I was just like, what happened? Oh yeah. Like lock you up.
Yeah, both ends of the floor. Yeah.
Two-way player. That's before we found out he had degenerate knees. Okay.
Right. Baby.
Knees was crazy.
I know, but he's definitely doing his thing now that he has retired. He's always still in front of a camera talking about just his investments. I also think he has some type of ownership stake in, I believe, the Utah Jazz as well. I don't know if
I think so. Yep.
Yep. And a couple of other things. Like he has his hands in a lot of things. We always talk about portfolios. So I'm very interested in seeing his. He's been just very active post his NBA career, and that's how you do it.
Right.
And that's what you're supposed to do. So
yeah.
Heard the speech at the Hall of Fame while he was being inducted, and he gave a lot of props to his father. Really thanked his dad. I think his parents, he just had a rough childhood. I think both his parents went to jail at one point, or at one point in his life.
Yeah.
It was rough. Like, it was rough. So it was beautiful in a full circle moment. Obviously, having his dad there and giving him his flowers for making it to the Hall of Fame. That's a beautiful milestone.
Yeah.
People don't.
Look, everybody ain't getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. Like,
that's right. Everybody's going in there, so it's a big deal, and he deserves it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He deserves it. So shout out to D Wade. Looking forward to seeing what you do with the Chicago Sky, and all of your other investments that you have going on. So shout out to them.
Facts. Rolling along to NIL news.
Yeah, like I thought this was kind of cool because Brittany's husband, Austin, he went to Pitt, and so Pitt Focus 412 Alliance launches Oakland Originals and signs a 7-figure NIL deal. And so, partnering with the Pittsburgh-based Jasper Athletes marketing firm, 412 Alliance, which is I believe, an NIL group for Pittsburgh. They created a branding arm for Oakland Originals. And it's a first of its kind in its space where Pitt athletes will have the opportunity to work on content creation and branding with Jordan Rooney's firm. Now, we know that content creation is really important even before NIL became a thing.
Right.
We have watched YouTube. Everybody watching this has watched YouTube, and we understand that content creation breeds money, monetary value. So it's important for these student athletes to be comfortable getting in front of a camera and creating content to generate revenue. And so This is the purpose of Oakland Originals. And so Jordan Rooney, his firm has represented Damar Hamlin, and he was the first brand coach in NCAA history at, how do you pronounce that? I can never pronounce this school's name.
Duquesne.
Oh my! I always say this. It always starts with dust for me. But yeah, he was in a similar role previously with West Virginia, at West Virginia, for their Country Roads Trust, which is, I guess, another arm for West Virginia helping. He again was helping with branding. Like, his firm's focus is to help with marketing, and so now he's working closely with Jasper, the Jasper team, and the Pitt athletes so that they can learn how to create content. And yeah, this will help them be more effective during their post-Pitt careers, which is something that Brittany and I always talk about, how it's just important to teach these young adults how to generate revenue very early so that, we understand how everybody's not going to be a professional athlete. Like, all roads do not point to professional play.
Yeah.
And so it's just important to create
get in that mindset.
Yeah, provide this information and this mindset so that these kids could generate revenue beyond the sport that they play. And so I thought this was really cool and important, and wanted to highlight the work that Pitt is doing and showing that they actually care about their student athletes beyond their sport. So looking forward to seeing the content that's being created over at Pitt with these student athletes.
Look, it's crazy that this Jordan Rooney done went from rival school to rivals. Like, West Virginia is literally Pitt's rival. Like, they used to have games and they would call it the backyard brawl. Okay, like it would get real spicy between West Virginia and Pitt. So, he doing what he got to do. But just saying, this is a tremendous opportunity for these student athletes. Like, y'all better grab everything y'all can to learn while y'all in school to, you know, because it gets real when you get out of school. Like, ain't nobody taking care of you but you. You know, you got to make sure you fostering great relationships while you're in school now, so that you can lean on these relationships once you get out of school. Again, always make sure that you're being kind and you're not burning bridges, because those same people may may have an opportunity for you after you get out of school, and you may not get it because you weren't cooperating while you were in school. You know, again, we always talk about nobody likes negative Nancy's. Nobody likes people that bring down the morale of the team. So learn as much as you can and take advantage of all the opportunities that you have, because they don't come often. And in this new age, y'all getting a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things post collegiate careers. Okay, so shout out to 412 Alliance and the launching of Oakland Originals to help these athletes create content, because that's what it is. But moving along, we got another deal. This is pretty cool. Ohio State's Emeka Ibuka signs an NIL deal with Amazon Style. So Amazon Style, like, what is this? Clothes?
Yeah. So Amazon, it's like being an influencer.
Okay.
Amazon does have, I think, actually on Instagram, it's not called Amazon Style, but or maybe it is. It's something similar. You can go there. There's different influencers that try on clothes, and then there's a link where you can actually tap on there and shop the look, and so I'm assuming it's something similar to that.
Okay.
And, yeah, he is a former 5-star recruit for Ohio State. He plays at Ohio State. He finished last season with 74 receptions for 1,151 yards and 10 touchdowns. And he's now the face of Amazon Style and their campaign at Easton Town Center in Columbus. And so, yeah, he made this announcement last week on Instagram, and this is going to be the first ever physical store concept from the tech giant Amazon, and it's going to feature clothing, shoes, and accessories, which is really cool. I think that's really cool. And as part of the campaign, Emeka will be featured on a billboard over the story. And the Columbus location is just one of 2 stores in the country next to Glendale, California. So this is a big deal. He's, being put into the mold very early in this ideation. The actual physical Amazon style store. So this is kind of cool.
Look here.
And again, we see fashion and NIL. We talk about that all the time as well. Like, it's the first time we're reporting on something like this, but yeah, like shouts to him. This is a great opportunity.
Look here, he a pioneer for this. This is pretty cool. I mean, we always know that like merch is a big deal, especially because that's how you can monetize pretty much anything, So it's nice to see that it's gonna feature clothing, accessories, shoes, and all that other stuff. So shout out to this young man. I think that's fire. We'll be keeping our eye on that. And that's all we have for NIL news. Tech news, real short. We all know that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg been throwing this out there for for a while.
They've been in cahoots,
right?
We are. Let me say something. And Brittany talks about this all the time. Just how beyond content creation, the marketing. It's marketing.
That's a fact.
It's marketing. Because it looked like these two were beefing, and it's like they was really working together.
Yeah.
This is all about business.
Right.
And this is all about business, and it's all about consumer dollars. This is all it's ever been about.
Right.
I don't think that these two men really care about anything other than getting to this money. And yeah, I just want to leave with that. Go ahead, Brittany.
Yeah, so they are definitely going to have that fight. Obviously, we've seen stuff circulating where Mark is doing his MMA stuff. You know, he he's training. I haven't really seen Elon really training. So I'm gonna go with Mark on this one. I feel like Mark is more prepared to, you know.
It's gonna be a sick joke.
It really is though.
But it's gonna garner so many dollars.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
It's gonna surpass these boxing matches we watch. I really want to know if it's gonna surpass like the Floyd Mayweather matches and
I mean, it possibly can because of the people that they know and how
this is ridiculous.
it's yeah, it's gonna be at the Coliseum in Rome.
Virtually.
Oh.
It's gonna be in a virtual setting.
Okay.
The setting is going to be
the Coliseum, like Gladiator. Okay.
Yes, it's giving very much Gladiator. I'm like, yo, this is
okay.
God. I don't think this is gonna be legit, and it's gonna be virtual.
Okay.
It's gonna be streamed.
It's gonna be live streamed on Elon Musk's app X, which is formerly Twitter.
And I believe on Meta.
Okay, on Meta too.
I think of course money.
Right.
Okay, they stream on both platforms.
Right. And essentially, they're saying all proceeds will go to charity for veterans. But we're going to see. Because, you know, they be saying stuff and then they do whatever they want. Right. So,
billionaires have nothing to do.
Right. So, watch out for that. Do you know what day that's coming, or they still haven't announced?
Absolutely not.
They haven't announced a day, so they will. Yeah. And I'll probably watch it for the first 5 minutes just to see what this is about, and then go along with my day. Got better things to do than watch two billionaires fight for basically nothing. Okay, but that wraps up tech and and moving along to music and culture. 50 years of hip hop. We've been talking about this, right? It's this year's hip hop's birthday, and we've been seeing just so many different things being dedicated and celebrated for hip hop. So happy birthday to hip hop, 50 years. Thank you to Kool Herc. Right. Thank you to Kool Herc for starting that party in his Sedgwick, right, in the community center in Sedgwick, on Sedgwick and Sedgwick Housing, because now hip hop is a global thing, and it's beautiful to see that our culture has been intertwined into everything worldwide. But yeah, they had a celebration at Yankee Stadium on Friday where just a whole bunch of hip hop artists was coming out. Like Nas brought Lauryn Hill out. If I ruled the world, like it was really crazy. It was
sold out.
I think so. The whole stadium was full. Like
I think it was sold out.
I didn't see not a space. Like, everything was full, and to pack out Yankee Stadium is kind of crazy.
It's a big stadium.
It's kind of crazy. So.
And it's the Yankee Stadium.
Right.
It's a legendary. It's the Yankee Stadium.
Right.
So, it's just we've come a long way. Hip hop is in just about almost a lot of different industries. Everything. And I can't believe it's 50 years. I feel like it's been longer, even though I have been 50. But it feels like it's been around for much longer. But we're definitely looking forward to the continued evolution of hip hop. And just its expansion and
Yes, it's
yeah,
maturity.
yeah.
It's maturity. And also another thing I just wanted to shout out, the Black Library up here in Monticello, New York, had their grand opening yesterday.
Oh, very nice.
I didn't get a chance to make it, but I'm ecstatic to finally go see how they transform the space. Shout out to DJ and Michael, two black brothers really just trying to put positivity into the culture, like, you know, creating a community and art space for, you know, the youth up here and just for artists who are up here and really want to kind of like showcase their talent. Along with the grand opening, they also did a showing. A couple of artists, local artists, were able to show some of their work. And I thought that was really, really beautiful. So shout out to DJ and Michael for finally opening up the space, and I really can't wait to see it. I'm pretty ecstatic. So yeah. Shout out to those young men doing what the community needs.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's our show for this week.
Yes.
Yeah. Another week. Like I said, next week will be our 1 year anniversary of us doing these weekly recaps, which is crazy because, you know, it's been 1 year. That's it went by fast.
Yeah.
And you know, again, just thanking y'all for y'all support. Always supreme, extreme gratitude to everybody that tunes in live and everyone that tunes in on the replay. Please share this, comment, DM us, anything you want to talk about. We're here. We don't bite. Again, follow us on all social media platforms here on X, formerly known as Twitter, 21 Titles, LinkedIn. Yeah, and also look forward to our podcast Beyond the 9450 that we also drop weekly. We recently did an episode with Asia Wilson's mom, Eva Wilson. So please check that out. And yeah, that's a wrap.
That's it, y'all. We'll see y'all probably next week.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, it should be. We back 7. So we should be here next week.
Yes.
Until next time, peace, y'all. Tap in with us next week. Let's hope to see y'all later.
Peace.
Tap in with us next week. Let's hope to see y'all later.
Peace, y'all. Hit us next week. We'll see y'all.